Beautiful Sagittarius, hello and welcome to your December 2024 tarot forecast. Happy birthday, first of all, Sagittarius family. We are in your birthday season. I hope all of y'all are celebrating and having a wonderful, magical next start to your next annual trip around the sun. All right. Sagittarius, this is going to be a general reading for my Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Don't sweat it, y'all, if you don't catch this video right after I post. Know that there is a divine timing to everything. And so when you feel that tingle, that urge to click and watch or listen, that's the right time for you to receive this message. And my Sag, I do hope that there is something in this message for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the fam for all your love and support, your comments, your subscriptions, your likes. It means the world, and it's the best way, the easiest way, and the freest way to support my work in this channel is to interact with this video, like, comment, and definitely subscribe if you like these readings and you have not subscribed already, y'all. Become one of the family. To all the new Sagittarius subscribers, I know we have a number of new subscribers. Welcome. I am so happy you're here. And again, let's just keep growing that family. Thank you all for all the support. Sending it right back at you tenfold, love and light. All right, Sagittarius family. This month, Sagittarius. I'm trying to get to business too fast. Sorry, my spiel. I'm forgetting one last plug. I do have an Instagram account also, y'all. You can find that link in my bio. And the big news starting really last month, but since we're in the December forecast, I am now open for tarot bookings. So if you'd like a tarot reading with me, you can head on over to my Instagram account and send me a DM and we can get that scheduled and booked, y'all. So that is the way to do it for the moment. If y'all do want to schedule a reading with me, is to get with me through my Instagram, okay? And while you're over there, check out what I got posted because there's all sorts of things that don't cross over here to my YouTube. All right, family? Okay, Sagittarius, we're going to do some different stuff this month. I know I've been switching up on us like month to month, finding my my right flow, so to speak. But in the effort to kind of keep it shorter and sweeter this month, I know it's the holiday season and many of us are busy, including myself. I did want to bring in a meaningful reading though, so we're going to drop out the astrology update for the month. I've chosen that because I want to very meaningfully make a separate video for the collective where it's a little bit more of a deep dive for the month of December, and it doesn't have to feel so rushed in each monthly reading, okay, which also adds on quite a bit of time. So we're going to start with an oracle card pull for the theme of my Sagittarius reading for their birthday season for December, and then we're going to get into your tarot spread. All right, Sagittarius? So for your oracle card pull, I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. Love that deck. If you've watched my videos before, when I do some of the oracle pulls, you know that I come to this one a lot. It holds a lot of wisdom. I align with it very easily. It works for me, in a nutshell. If y'all would ever like me to do a deck review on any of the oracle decks or tarot decks that you see here, Sagittarius, let me know in the comments because I would be happy to and have been interested in doing that. All right, so if you'd ever like to see a deck, maybe you're thinking about buying it, but you're not quite sure, let me know. I'll be happy to take a deep dive into my decks with you. So Sagittarius, the theme for your December reading is number 62, Will of the Wisp, which is treasures of the hidden shadows. All right, so there are treasures in the darkness. There are treasures in the shadow. And I haven't seen a lot of dragonfly recently. I can almost see like a dragonfly figure there. Very interesting. And again, that Y, like a Y chromosome for the, oh, that's male. I'm sorry. I was going to say for the feminine. No, Y is male. Never mind. Retract that. Okay, so number 62 numerologically adds up to 8. You always add up to a single digit. So maybe some of y'all 62 is significant this month, or the number 8, which is the number of abundance, hard work, but also that infinity and manifestation symbol. So let's do a quick read of the Will of the Wisps, get a little deep dive into what this wisdom is before we dive into your tarot reading, beautiful Sag. Will of the Wisp. Will o' the Wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery, epiphany. Love that for y'all, because I know you've been on a journey, Sagittarius. Will o' the Wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the knowing so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Will-o'-the-wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure. Your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray. Or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking, to unmask yourself. Love what you discover, dark or light. See it all as divine and find a quiet thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. So I really should have been holding that up because I like for y'all to have the visual image. But here she is. So yeah, let me know, Sagittarius, how that's resonating with you as we enter the month of December on this journey that you've been through, that we've all been through collectively. But I know for my Sag, like for each of us, it hits very uniquely and different, right? So Sag, I want to hear what's going on with y'all along this path, this journey. How does that resonate? All right. So Sag, let's get into your reading. All right. So Sag, let's get into your tarot reading. Thank you so much for, I had to do a quick edit and pause to grab a glass of water. Edit, a pause and a restart. Sag, let's get into it. So with that theme of will-o'-the-wisp, here you are. If I could pick it up off the table, you know when you just clip your nails and it's like you can't pick up anything, especially cards. Here you are, Emperor energy. You have a lot of major arcana surrounding you, so a lot of universal forces helping you step into your power this month, Sagittarius. This is the card of Aries. This is about having that kingdom and queendom, whatever you can call it, that realm of yours, right? That you have created through hard work, through sheer just perseverance and putting your energy towards something, towards an endeavor. And this is you like being in charge in that like boss mode, that main boss mode. And remember that being the boss means that there are people who work and live under you in the kingdom, in the realm, right? Who also are just looking for a happy, balanced, peaceful life. And so as the person in charge, as the boss, Sagittarius, this month, you are reminded to come in with that responsibility as well, that compassion, that kind of, you are in charge of everybody else in the realm. So how are we going to be responsible with our choices that affect the masses? Because that's part of the thing with power, right? How are we going to wield it? Because it affects others. And the energy crossing us this month is there's a lot of people, I think, at play right now for some of my Sagittarius watching this reading. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, right? So not everything's going to hit. Take what does hit and resonate for you and then leave the rest for others, Sag fam. But we have the Knight of Wands, okay, which is the King of Wands energy. So again, just that confirmation of that fiery Aries get up and go. And you've seen a lot of this success in your realm and what you've been creating in your reality around you through the use of your energy, the inspiration that you've fed into manifesting in the real world, and I'm sorry, swords. That's what I thought. I was like looking at this picture in the recording. I was like talking wands. Interesting. Fiery energy, but this is the King of Swords. I'm sorry. So let me back this up. In this deck, I used this deck last month as well, so I didn't give this little disclaimer. The court cards run a little bit differently. So the knights in this deck are the kings in the traditional Rider-Waite. A little tricky, I know. But again, I always have to take a minute and pause. So this is the King of Swords. I apologize, y'all. But again, that you have been very much, and I believe I remember this from your last couple of readings, Sag, very much truth-seeking. You are cutting out any bullshit, any emotional fuss and muss, because you are just interested in getting to the truth of the matter to find your success so that you can keep building this empire. So this is very much about learning, about intellect, our mental activities, and being very much in control of how we're using our mind. At its worst, it can also be kind of like a manipulative, masculine, because it's the king kind of energy, that doesn't really care about your thoughts or feelings, really your feelings about the situation. It's just trying to cut through and get to business. All right, very shrewd, but this king can get things done, and it can get things done very quickly. So just make sure again that you're using that emperor energy, that king energy, very with wisdom and grace. Okay, Sagittarius. That could also, when I say people are at play for you this month, these court cards that are around you, because it's just like court cards and major arcana. So the universal powers and possibly some people affecting the situation for my Sagittarius. So that could be an older masculine air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, that could be affecting the realm, the kingdom, the queendom, the emperor's, creation there. And this is, again, creating through just the force of your energy and your willpower, determined to get shit done and manifested. And because you've been working, look at that, like sunshine for y'all. I love that. I also feel like this came up for y'all in the past too. Like, there's a lot of work, a lot of change, but like it's all for your own betterment. It's to connect you with your higher self. Remember what this card said? It's like you may be thinking that you're losing yourself, but what you're really doing in all this unknown crazy shit that we're going through is you're connecting to your true self, your higher self. There you go, shedding all that light onto the darkness, gaining that wisdom in things that were previously boxed up, put away in the dark. This is the happiest card in the deck. All about the sun, Leo. Let me see, Leo. No, the sun, I'm sorry. Leo is strength, pardon me. Okay, so at the base of your reading, you've just been like rocking with that positivity, that sunshine, again, that truth of the matter, showing the light into the darkness, into the truth, and that has led you in a good way, Sagittarius. So keep leading with that sunny aspect if you want to keep seeing all those beautiful blessings pan out into your life. You also have the King of Pentacles coming up from your past. So a very diligent, hardworking, slow-moving energy. Again, you understand that there's time to move fast and there's time to move slow. Right now, you're in a fast cycle with that King of Swords. But you know that in fast, I'm about to say past, so I'm just like, did I say that right? But in the past, you knew that it was important in order to continue creating the reality that you want to be the emperor of, right? You needed to move a little bit slower. Get really focused with this King of Pentacles, King of Discs, or Knight of Discs in this case. Get really focused on what it is you're working towards. Put your best effort into it. This is also about like very much just that emperor energy of like, I've put the hard work in and I can now appreciate the splendor of my hard work, like the fruits of my labor. And coming out with this card, this was actually hidden under the King of Pentacles. I've never had that happen for me in a reading where a card kind of snuck in there. So I was like, okay, this goes with it. Six of Pentacles, which is all about giving and receiving of help. A lot of it resource-based, physical resources, right? But you have been, again, in these positions where you've been able to give help to others and maybe receive help from others. This could be in the form of money, financial support, lodging, maybe a home, anything that's going to bring you a little bit more stability or help bring someone else stability who needs it, maybe a little bit more balance, okay? Because there's very much this essence of balance with this card. It is the card of Taurus and the moon. Okay, so all about our resources and balancing those, helping out when we can, or maybe also being open to receiving help. And that help that you were able to give or receive, depending on my Sagittarius, was very beneficial because it helped launch you onto this totally new path with the Fool. Here it is again, Will-o'-the-wisp. You're on a new path. Take the jump. You have no idea where the hell you're going to land. It's okay. All right. You think that you're going to land in a bunch of spikes, but what you could really land in is like a pool of fluffy cotton candy. But you never think about that because you're always focused on the spikes. But guess what? If you focus on the spikes too much, that's probably what you're going to get. The Fool is all about leaning into the next step of this journey. You know that it's going to take a certain amount of ignorance, wonder, childlike enthusiasm, and just not knowing what the fuck's going to happen next. And that's okay, like being okay with that, right? There you are with that Fool energy, crowning your reading this month. So again, crowning your reading is the Fool, and then at the base is the Sun. It's a brilliant energy where you're not too busy overthinking, getting too enmeshed in the heavier elements of life. This is like you are ascending and lifting your frequency up, Sagittarius, and you are truly mastering your own universe as a result of that. So again, don't fear these new cycles. Step forward and take that leap, knowing that you are divinely protected and guided, and you will know which way to go, which direction to fall, right? When to leap. When you cross those bridges, as you start this new journey, just trust the process. You might also have a female. So I'm sorry, I didn't say this. This might be an older masculine of the past coming into effect in that of an earth sign energy, which would be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Could have affected my Taurans in the past. I meant to say that. I apologize. Then coming up in the future, you have the Page in this deck, the Princess of Discs, the Page of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite. So again, your past and your present, your past and your future is all about materializing in your world around you, about your financial resources, your stability, your money, right? What is your business that you're building, your work, all of that. But whereas the King in the past, you had to move with a lot more wisdom because you were wrapping up a cycle, you had learned a lot from that previous cycle. This new cycle you're on is having you look at the next steps of this realm you're creating. I'm going to keep calling it because I don't like saying the empire. It sounds bad, negative, right? But for the emperor, this like reality, this realm that you're creating for yourself, okay, this is like fresh, new eyes, but still very much focused on the next goal, right? Very much focused on what is going to bring you the next batch of resources, your stability, the ideas, and you're not rushing to get there. It's like, you know that stillness, and again, you gained a lot of wisdom from that last cycle where you know that stillness is required even on the new ventures, the new steps, in order to get those insights of where to go next. And that's just confirmed by this Page of Pentacles energy. It might also indicate a younger earth sign that's going to come into your realm in the future, and this would be in December, maybe mid-late December. That could be affecting your material world, right? Maybe coming in as a new collaborator, maybe coming in with some new ideas, a new employee, some fresh money, yeah. Man, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So all about your resources. Literally, like, you are not done building this empire yet. But remember, back it up. You are remembering, beautiful Sagittarius, that from time to time during the process of building your realm, you need to sit and appreciate all that you are creating. Okay, so feminine earth sign, older feminine energy of an earth sign, that's again going to be my Taurus, my Virgo, and my Capricorn, might be affecting the root of where you are right now. Right now, when you catch this video. You need to pause, especially because right now at the time of this video's filming, we're in a Mercury retrograde cycle, which will be kind of happening, let me think the dates, about halfway through December. Mercury will go direct. So it's a perfect slow down time to pause and appreciate all that you have created, all the abundance that you are now seeing flow into your life, fam. It's a slowdown season with the holidays. Appreciate it, because if you do, you have other people see the new abundance, the new opportunities, the new wealth, the new stability, the new jobs, the new projects, the new ideas that are getting manifested now. Okay, so you could be receiving from others new money. This might even be, again, from like that past. I'm thinking, again, maybe going back to that past, whoever you were helping out in the past or giving help to or receiving help from might be looping back around for you. Again, Mercury retrogrades are big with that. That you might bring people, situations, events from the past, circle back around to like kind of wrap it up one last time. But you got some new money, some new abundance, some new resources coming your way. Other people see that. They see how much you're manifesting. And it is you with, first it starts as an idea and sparks as energy and then a feeling inside you. And then again, you're putting your energy, your time, your effort towards that endeavor. That is how you create a realm. That is how you create and manifest in the physical world. It starts energetically. It starts as an idea, an energy first, something in the non-physical before it can ground down into reality. And that's where this Fool is. It's in the non-physical. Just enjoy the ride. You don't know yet. You're going to be, but you will. There will be movement again. And when you take that rest after you've spent some time in gratitude and appreciation for all that you have, you will know what the next thing to come is, what you need to make moves on next. Your hopes and fears are that a situation this month that's really taken over your mind, but it's a little bit like you're doing it to yourself. With this 8 of Swords interference, you're interfering with your own peace by worrying too much about a situation this month that is just, it's going to have to happen. It's inevitable. I would say, so it's a situation that's unavoidable, or it's a situation that hasn't even happened yet. So again, it's like you're putting yourself and giving up expectations with this 5 of Swords energy. So we got the 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords together, which is defeat and interference. So expectations with this 5 of Swords can lead us to feelings of defeat because things didn't pan out the way that we expected them to, thought that they would. Swords, thinking, what is your truth? All about the mental state. This is how we tie ourselves up in our mind by overthinking, by getting too anxious about something, when really all we just need to do is take a step forward and make moves on a situation. Don't stay up in the mind about it all month. Okay, Sagittarius? You have the strength. In this deck, it's lust. You have the strength, the card of Leo. You have the sun, okay? You have all the creative fire and energy and protection, divine guidance, the inner will to persevere through whatever kind of challenges that might have to do with lying, manipulation, taking from. This could also be like a power play. Okay, this month for my Sagittarius that occurs to them, know that whoever is challenging, like might be challenging your power, or whoever, whatever situation is kind of getting in and taking from you, taking from your mental well-being, I wouldn't try and fight this battle right now, because they have more resources to do better at this moment than you would. It would just take from your mental well-being. Okay, so you're going to need the strength, perseverance to know what decisions to make, when to fight, when to rest, when to move, when to be still. It's a lot of your lessons that you have to bring with you on this new journey that are going to be tested this month, I see. Okay, this is not just, because often the 5 of Swords is about like someone is stealing from you, lying from you, cheating you. And with the 7 of Swords, like it definitely seems like it's an outside situation for some of my Sagittarius this month that might be challenging your mental stability and stealing from your mental well-being, okay? Someone's not telling the all the way truth, which is why you got that King of Swords energy crossing your Emperor right now. You're just like, I know someone's not being honest, or some situation's not being honest right now. Well, don't fight against it. Just find out the truth and move on right now. You know, like, don't find out the truth and then be like, all right, I'm taking you to court. Like, nah, don't. They got more resources than you right now to battle that out. This, I want to make a very important point to some of my Sagittarius, isn't always outward, like someone else, something else is doing it to us, lying, cheating, stealing. This can be about that feeling of like, I have to do everything myself and I have to kind of do it, you know, oh, over here in the dark, oh, woe is me, pity me. Like, you don't have to take on everything without help. Remember that, because you had this in the past, the Six of Pentacles, which is giving and receiving of help. You're no longer in this space because this is in your hopes and fears, beautiful Sag. You're moving beyond a space where you have to feel like you have to handle everything else yourself, not be honest and forthright with your actions that you're doing. You can trust in whatever you're vibing and doing is working. So you can speak to that. But again, I mean, maybe be cautious this month with who all you're speaking to, especially if you don't trust them. If you don't know them, excuse me. If you don't know them well, don't trust them right off the bat. But also just make sure that you're not doing this to yourself, this defeat. Because I see it here as it's internal. You're already doing it to yourself with this Eight of Swords. Make sure that it's not like, oh, because the situation is like this, I'm just going to take care of everything on my own. And that's just how it's going to be. That's the truth. And I'm going to have to deal with it. And then I'm going to bitch about it later. No, like, no. Flip that upside down and find your strength and find your power, because the opportunity for you this month, even though you might have a little bit of a challenge to your power, okay, it's a test. Life's always going to throw those tests. What have you learned since the last cycle? But then you also have this Four of Wands energy, completion. So again, maybe some things need these last little remaining increments with the Mercury retrograde cycle of like things from the past that need to be cleared are wrapping up. And you are finding a lot of comfort in your energy, in your place that you call home, in your people that you call home this month. That's what gives you the strength to persevere, is in the world, the realm, the home, the empire, the kingdom, the queendom that you have created. All of your manifestations should give you the strength to get through whatever challenges about the truth of a matter, because a lot of it's going to have to do with mental stuff. It could also have to do with health. Swords have to do with health as well. So some of my Sagittarius, be mindful about some health issues this month. A lot of travel, a lot of family stress. We're visiting a lot of people, maybe a lot of kids coughing in our faces. Like, this could also be a health issue for some of my Sag. But again, being home, finding your space and home, it could be a physical place or a community, is going to give you the strength to heal, ultimately, okay? So don't lean in with like, I'm sick, I'm not doing well, or I'm feeling defeated. We're healing, okay? We're strengthening. We're adventuring. Because there is adventure and so much knowledge in the darkness. Remember, Sagittarius. Sending y'all so much love for the month of December. If y'all like this video, please like, comment, and share, y'all. It really does help. And subscribe. Happily, if you haven't, happily, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, I'm tongue-tied. Words are hard. But I'm so happy that y'all tuned in. Thank you so much. And again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing that family, y'all. Bye, Sag.